Commercials. We all know them and most of the time hate them, with the exception of a few events or random commercials that happen to know exactly how to appeal to an audience. But for the most part, they suck. I've been watching a lot of stuff with ads lately, and it's just been driving me crazy. I'm like, what is it about commercials exactly lately that have been driving me crazy? And some of these things aren't new. Let's look, for instance, Dawn dish soap. I don't know if I should be calling companies out by their name. I think this is fine. I think we're good. Dawn dish soap advertisements are wild. First of all, we always get the little tiny duck in the oil that they're cleaning, because for some reason Dawn dish soap is the go-to detergent for cleaning ducks and oil spills. And then like lately it's like I'll get that one, and then right after is Dawn Platinum, and they always talk about like the products being this many more times better than the store brand, and the store brand is like the bottom of the barrel crappiest version, so it's like not really a real comparison. And then also like what's the difference? Dawn Platinum, Dawn, which one? So Dawn Platinum if I notice the grease stains, Dawn if I don't care about grease stains. Why are we advertising for two different products that do essentially the same thing? Is the original Dawn dish soap not good enough? I couldn't tell you. And then if you look further on, you get all sorts of weird advertisement. We've got things like the Gain Fling commercials where like everyone is way too close to everyone else. Like it's too much in my face, in everybody's personal space. You're not even in my personal space, and I feel like my personal space is being invaded. I don't know if there's ever been a product that smelled so good that I wanted to smell a stranger on a public bus. I don't know how many times I've had that situation pop up, but even so, it's just weird. And like NJM, the insurance company that advertises the fact that they don't have any mascots, they just give you the insurance. But then they go on to come up with like 100 different weirdy fake-o mascots. Like the amount of money that they've spent on their campaign about not having a mascot seems like it would be the same amount of money that you would spend to have a mascot. So I don't really know if that is the most effective way of advertising for yourself. And like, more than just that, so many companies are like, we're so great, we care, look at us, gas company that cares so much about the world. Or like the one that drives me the nuttiest of all is Huntington Bank had for a little while at least a commercial, and maybe it's still going, and I have, the person in the story is totally fine. Her name is Kitty. They talk about how she was signing up for a bank account.
I was blind from birth. Before I could even ask, they asked me if I would like my statements in Braille. Imagine that.
And she's so wildly surprised about how they offered her statements in Braille to her. Like, look how great Huntington is. When like, isn't that the bare minimum? Isn't that like the very, very most bare minimum thing to do? Like, if somebody has a disability, then you offer to compensate for that disability without them having to ask first. Like, so it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, watch us pat ourselves on the back for how great we're being about something that already should have been the standard in the first place, if it wasn't. Then of course the most annoying commercials, I think, right at this current point in time, are medicine commercials. Any medicine commercial. There's medicine commercials that try to rhyme with their name, Paxlovid and COVID, don't forget, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, has anybody ever seen a medication commercial on TV and then actually gone to their doctor and asked them about it? I want to say that maybe my sister did, and her doctor just basically like laughed her off about it. Like, not really laughed her like out of the room, but like, I feel like a doctor is going to have the better suggestion for medicines to take. They know your specific body. They've been seeing you. They probably have experience with certain medications. So I don't know why, like, I saw this medication on commercial and I thought I'd bring it up to you. And like, not only that, but like, then you get your like classic, like anytime that any commercial ever talks about depression, it's always with like somebody holding up a paper plate with a smiley face on it. And every medicine commercial, they give you like it's a 60-second commercial. They give you 20 to 25 seconds where they're talking about, don't you feel so crappy about yourself? Look at this great medicine. It'll make you feel so great. And you'll never have to worry about anything again. And then they go on like this rant for 35 seconds about like how many different ways it could kill you or mess you up. Don't take it if you've ever had a fungal infection. Depression medication that's like, talk to your doctor if the depression gets worse, or you have thoughts or feelings of
unaliving yourself.
This feels backwards. And I know like different medications work different ways, but it's just like, it's just such a strange marketing campaign to go on. And I don't know how much money they make from that. And I don't know why it's even a thing. We as the consumers shouldn't have to worry about what brand of medicine we're going to take. That just feels like something that we're not qualified for. Like our doctor went to school. I don't know. Might be beyond the point. But those are the biggest problems I'm having with commercials right now. They're either really cringe weird to the point where you're uncomfortable watching them, and maybe they're trying to be so you remember them, but I'm not a fan of that strategy. Or they come up with these weird gimmicks or ways to pat themselves on the back for things that they shouldn't have had to do, or stuff that's putting way more effort in than is actually necessary. So I don't know. And of course I'm going to bring all of these complaints to the table and have no solutions. I think that should be fairly expected and a standard from this point moving forward, I would say. So yeah, let me know what you think. Tell me about the commercials that annoy you the most, and we'll be back with another one at some point when I decide it's time to complain about stuff again. Bye!